All right. Sorry, I'm late. I had it scheduled for 8 p.m. But it's my fault. I had it scheduled for 8, but I misread the information. I'm 100% sorry. We're gonna be a little bit late into game 1, so apologies, big apologies for that, boys. Okay, I am live. Here we go. About to get at the game. Sorry. Man, when it is super stormy outside, we got ourselves Superior, Cassate, Glizzy, Nefiri, Darkstar, Oriana, Friday Night, Nautilus, Cosmic Hunter, Varus, Headless, Hecarim, Lollipoppy, Poor, Syndra, Corgi, Gorky, Firecracker, Teemo. Here we go. Apologies. So, on High7 side, we do not have McDabber or Captain Diddy. And for game 1, we Windows looks to be at full strength. Let me just, sorry. It seems that we found a good trade from the side of, give me a sec. I'm sorry. So this. There you go. And okay, yeah. Sorry. Okay, so Otacon has been traded over for the Teemo support. Interesting pick. And the teleport here from Ebola to stop them from taking the advance on the turret here in the mid lane. We're about even in gold, down 5 kills. It looks like we're revving up to get another team fight started though. Experience-wise though, Mr. Burner down about 2 levels on the Poppy. However, Jodas up 2 levels on Tango Pomp. So I guess it's a good experience now. Korab seems to be doing good on the Cassante versus the Hecarim matchup. And so now we find Resius taking the Hex Tech portal, but he's going to find Dars. Going to take a lot of damage. Interesting first game matchup. And now we're looking at a scuffle in the blue side jungle. Alright. Hextech, Soul Point here is up. And Dars getting caught out. The shockwave from Mr. Shaft with the Chains of Corruption. Gonna be enough to secure it. We're gonna try and secure mid-inner in exchange for the turret. But there is no wave available right now. So we're not gonna be able to get much done. We're finding the Pathmaker with Cassante, trying to find an opening, but the Scatter of the Week is gonna stop the Cassante from being able to get onto Ebola and Jodas. Soul Point was essentially obtained for free, as they had found the trade. Oh, and now Resius with a really nice Call of the Pack to dodge. We have Teemo support split pushing. It naturally has TP, And Wim gonna get found here in the bush. The pink ward coming out for Mr. Shaft. And now Wim here forced to flash. Resius has the ultimate. He goes in. He jumps up with the call in the pack. And it's gonna be enough Nefiri. And Orianna are gonna be able to shut down this Teemo. Once again, the flash! The flash slam into the wall from Poppy. Mr. Burner is not happy with this Teemo's performance, but he's trying his best. That's going to be Baron priority here for the side of High7. And Jonas performing for the second week in a row. To be fair, some decent results that this man is able to put up. A nice wall slam here by the Poppy to stop the Nautilus. And there was no smite here from this. Oh, okay. So that is Baron. That is Baron for 2 at the end of the day. But able to recover the gold lead here on the side of. Able to recover the gold lead here on the side of High7. Sorry guys, I just got out of bed, so if I sound a little crusty and rusty, it's my fault. I scheduled the stream for 8 p.m. So I had my alarms and everything, but I failed to read it. Thunderstorms put me to sleep. They always have. They always will. Okay, Resius is gonna die to a turret shot. Wim with a kill here, and now Double Pump is gonna be saved by the dredge line from Mr. Burner. Croab's gonna try and push back Mr. Burner, but the Chains of Corruptions come out here onto Mr. Burner, and he's not going to be able to find this Orianna. The flash was invested early. Croab is getting pretty squishy. And now Tamopom here. Oh, okay. Cassante doesn't have the all out, but Jonas is going to find Mr. Shaft, and Darts is in the back line. Is Double Pump gonna be able to survive? And it looks like he is. But that is a mid-inner traded for the Hecarim at the end of the day. Maybe even the inhib turrets. But Resius is here. Oh, a nice stun though. And the inhib turret was also taking some good prowess here from this Baron, but 3k lead now here for the side of High7, able to climb back into this game. Though it is a little bit interesting why there is a Teemo support. I guess he's the bait and switch distraction, trying to get some split pushing going, but I mean, support split pushing, that's a little bit rough, you know, because they don't actually have much damage. Is that Edge of 9? That is the Umbral Glaive here on 80 carry Varus. Very interesting build choices. We almost have the big wizard hat here for Ebola. And we got Jonas nearing full build here on the big Corkster. Mr. Burner opting for the support build here on the Poppy, trying to make sure that he can help his team out as much as possible, but doesn't really have that much sustained damage. Resius here, gonna dodge away from the slam. Another Chain of Corruption, gonna be able to find Dars. The Shockwave! The Shockwave goes wide. Cassante goes in, but Dars finds it as access into the backline, but it's not going to be enough. The Cassante is enough to defend, and now Jonas against the world. Resius does a lot of damage, but the stun the execute, and now Mr. Burner going to be happy. Jonas here looking for the pocket rocket, but he's not going to have enough gas. That's a 1-for-1 at the end of the day. But that was everything used from the side of High7. They're praying to Jesus. They're praying to Jesus at the end of the day. They really want to get that scuffle and shuffle going. Ebola is really looking for a recall, but we have the dragon live here, And without Resius up for 10 seconds, priority on this dragon. Is Gumayushi gonna come out of Thermal Pompey? It looks like the spirit of Gumayushi does not exist for this man. And now Mr. Burner has to be careful because the dredge line is gonna find him. And that's just a lot of damage, unfortunately for Mr. Burner. He is gonna get shot down, taken out behind the shed. Explosion! Alright, but that is, once Syndra recalls, that is the death cap done. And they are gonna lose the turret. But Syndra is gonna be operating very soon at max capacity. Wait, I just noticed. Mr. Burner has the support item. What? Huh? I'm so confused. Where's the jungle? Okay, Jonas finding Fui, some good damage, but now Oriana Shockwave finds Burner and Dars. Okay, the Onslaught of Shadows forced out. And okay, so it looks like they're running no junglers here for game 1. There is no smite. We've seen Unsealed Spellbook Poppy, but we've only seen it with smite as its default. This one has heal as its default. Alright, Jonas does a lot of damage though. One pocket rocket bomb is gonna be enough. He finds a big one on the Mr. Shaft. That could spell doom. There is no smite here going into the fight. Going into the Baron. Here. Ooh, okay. The Bobby ultimate gets cancelled by the dredge line. And, okay. We get the Banshee's Veil off the Oriana. But, that's gonna be the Baron taken down. A Chains of Corruption onto Jonas. That's the biggest target. And here we go. We get the triple knockup. And it's insane. We get the teleport here. Back from Cassante. But is he going to be able to find something? Resius is getting shot behind the shed. And now it's Mr. Burner and the Timo versus Cassante. And he's not going to have enough damage. Without Jonas, this team lacks critical amounts of damage. And that is a Baron secured for we Windows. Yeah, Jonas holding his flash might have cost them. At least there's still 90 seconds until there's 90 seconds until we get around to Hextech Soul. So he'll be able to respawn and be there, but it is going to be very hard with no smite to outsmite a Fury. Because she has a pretty good damage wombo combo when it comes to monsters. Nakasate looking to bully the Poppy off. And now Ebola using These Nuts ability. I forgot what it's called. Just gonna steal the crab away. Resi is trying to find an opening here. And yep, we've got 30 seconds. Thermal Pump is doing a recall just to upgrade to his Magi's, and Crab forced to use the Unbreakable. Okay, we're looking for a fight, and that's Fui, the big tank here. Next to Kasate, Mr. Shop gets found, the double kill, the execute here for Ebola. Shut down. Kasate, the shields are down. I repeat, the shields are down. There's not much defensiveness in the tank here for We Windows. And Jonas is looking for a backline flank, trying to find the Fury, has the pocket rocket, is looking to get excited. And it looks like Hagrim's going to be soloing the Hextech Dragon, so it's going to be peak Dragon to Dragon action. And now, Mr. Burner is looking for an opening in the jungle. But he's just buying time, delaying the recall from Varus. And now, with the Spellbook Ignite, will it be enough? There's no wave, though. So, okay, well, I mean that's a Teemo support. So, well, it's actually just a Teemo. It's not even a Teemo support. I'm pretty surprised by the lack of smite here from the side of High7. Maybe there was a miscommunication issue, but I mean at this point of the game, it feels a little too late to solve things, because you can only have one support item. Well, yeah, you can only have one support item, and you can only have one jungle item, but no one has smite, so that means you cannot buy the eggs, the jungle pets. So, all right, we're positioning here for Baron that's spawning around in 2 minutes, trying to establish some vision. But this Umbral Glaive here from the side of High7, from the side of We Windows, really making it hard to stick any wards down. Though Jodas really hurts, has his IE, is full build, 75% crit is his motto. Okay, we're gonna miss the Keeper's Verdict onto 2 people. And the shockwave is gonna hit nothing. So a bit of a miscommunication there between Mr. Shaft and Croab. Croab taking a 30%, does have the teleport, so he can just come back. But yeah, Jonas is the main form of wave clear, uses the Valkyrie to dodge the Dread line. And Thermal Pompey is pretty scary. They do have to be careful, because this Teemo is looking to be a nuisance. But the Teemo's plan of action not really working too well right now. He's trying. Okay, we're getting mass recalls as Baron is up in a second. Oh, the recall not going to get interrupted by the Captain America buckler. Alright, did we get any late item finishes? We got a Seekers here for Mr. Shaft. I'm surprised Mr. Burner has not opted to try and take Smite with the Spellbook for any of these objectives. Okay, we're positioning. Okay, the Darkened Daggers are gonna get dodged around. Jonas here, getting caught out. Binding the Fury, forced to flash into the bush, but he's just gonna get taken out behind the shed at the end of the day. We get an Onslaught of Shadows, forcing the flash out here from Thermal Pompey, but there's no damage to follow up. The Shrooms are annoying, but this Teemo's not even enough on gold to really be past the... We're at the 2 item mark? Yeah, we're just at the 2 item mark. And now Ebola finding a nice stun. That's going to be the kill on Fui, though. And now, Okay, Turbo Pumpy is going to be taken behind the shed, and Teemo teleported the all-out here onto Mr. Burner, and he's going to find the Cassante, sending him back to base, but he's actually going to put him in the arms of the Teemo. So, a little bit rough, but Dragon spawning in 30 seconds, that is sold though. Turbo Pumpy, no teleport, will barely be alive. Randu and Zoman, Cassante is full build now with the upgraded boots. It doesn't get any stronger than this, as there is no Heartsteel. Alright, we are grouping through the Hex Gates to get to this dragon, as it is super important. Resius gonna be opting to not challenge it, even though he's the only one with Smite. And that's going to be Hextech Soul here for Wii Windows. For High7, my bad. We've got Mr. Burner maybe in a bit of trouble. But that AoE slow really putting in the wonders here. Now Croab gonna get executed. Resius tries to find Ebola, but he's not gonna be able to at the end of the day. He does whip the Nefiri Bleed though, but Dars is buying a lot of time, technically speaking. Did force the Shockwave and the Nautilus Ultimate. Okay, not able to pop the Spell Shield on the Orianna. Oh, okay, but we find Turbo Pump. We shoot him behind the shed, and now Fui is dead, and now the Orianna is stunned on the wall, and that could be the end of the game. There's a wave coming. 20-second death timer until Resius and Cassante are here, but Ebola has the teleport and might be able to make it for the end. That's at least gonna be the inhib, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually, I think it's gonna be the Baron. So we're going for the
third Baron of the game, ladies and gentlemen. 40 minutes in. That's $160,000 this game. And we're just looking to have fun at the end of the day. And there you go. That's going to be the second Baron here. Second out of 3 Barons secured. For High7, everyone's pretty much at max capacity. We have the Force of Nature here for Poppy. Hecarim and Poppy missing 1 item each. Dars picking up a QSS to try and get through that Chains of Corruption. Jodas not opting to sell the Manamune for an Essence Reaver to have 100% crit. I feel like that would be the play. He is getting off a lot of auto attacks. Teemo, though, now almost on 4 items. This support Teemo is almost at 4. This support Teemo, well, this Teemo is almost as rich as the jungle. Maybe off by like 100 or 2. Now Fui gonna get isolated from the gang. The Chains of Corruptions are gonna go wide. Okay. Croab gonna use the Pathmaker defensively and then shield back towards his team. Okay. The biggest problem with Mr. Burner having the support item is he's not really tanky. Only has HP and a Deadman split. So these Varus arrows really do hurt. Okay, the bot inhib turret has been taken. And Resti is now forced to use the Call to Pack early. We're fighting for the inhib. The inhib just looks like it's gonna be taken. And these pocket rockets are very annoying. Okay, the Keeper's Verdict being charged up. Just not gonna be channeled at the end of the day. But Jonas has so much damage. It's insane. It's going to pew pew. And then Dars in the backline. Mr. Shaft's gonna go. And Croab tries to find, but that's a triple kill for the local terrorists. And Jonas gonna carry High7 to a Game 1 win. Bam, 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 bam. Crazy, man. Crazy. Alright. But, Jesus Christ.
Give me a second, guys. Let me get the music back up and running and stuff. Holy shit. Even Maxim's laughing. I'm like, what the fuck am I casting? Yeah. Zero jungle, new meta? Alright. We are waiting for the invite arenas. So, we're gonna swap back to the super webcam. While we try and get things under control. Yeah, my bad. Yo. But hey, I did not think game 1 with 2 emergency subs was gonna be as interesting. But hey, High7, goddamn, they can deliver. That's crazy. All right. Woo! This is the night is the last night before playoffs. Liquid, it's avail, please. Alright, so we are still deciding side selection, but something I've noticed in pro play, when you lose a game, you choose blue side for the next game. But here in the amateur scene, very often we're choosing red side. So we're choosing the ability to have some wonky donkey counter picks. Alright, looks like WeWindows going back on blue side here for game number 2. So, second service game from the side of WeWindows. Will they be able to take us to... Honestly, that hodgepodge team comp from the side of High7 kind of got away with a lot, considering they never really took Smite during the game. So, I'm a little bit surprised, but it does explain why Mr. Burner had no experience. Because when you are killing jungle monsters without the jungle item, you do not get natural XP. You get like much less XP. So it does explain why Resius was so far ahead. Ugh. Yeah, yo, narcolepsy, any percent, I tell you guys, is rough. So, apologies. Ooh, Exodia have it rough. And Bombardino are playing Love That. Alright, interesting. Hello? Can I hash a link? Can I hash a link, please? Me want link, please. Give me the link. Arigato. Ooh, together we ride, baby! Alright, we got the link. You know what I mean. Perspective changing! Here we go. Oh. Alright, here we go. So on the side of High7, there are no bans for the first round because of the 2 E-subs. So they brought out the Poppy support and the Teemo bot lane, but the Poppy went jungle. So we'll see this time if there is a smite that is chosen. Maybe it was just a miscommunication error, but it kind of looked clean for what it did, to be fair. And High7 are on match point. So regardless of if it was a mistake game or not, we've got the respect bands of Monkey, a Chinese dude, and a big pirate boy, Mr. Shaft, gonna be holding down the fort with the Vicky Tor. Yeah, I know I said monkey, Chinese dude, and pirate dude. Sorry guys, like I said, my brain, you know, it's still booting up. So normally before a cast, I've been up for more than like 5 minutes. So I do apologize. My brain, you know, like a transformer, you know, I'm still trying to find the transform button because I'm not human right now. I'm just. And speaking of which, without my glasses, I can't really see shit. So let's go equip the my legendary class item, the Eyes of Wisdom. All right, the set of Viger here locked in answer to the Vicky Tor for High7. Interested in seeing if that's Viger mid or if this is like a kind of fasting Senna bot lane. But Jonas looking really damn clean these past few weeks. Who knew that he could actually play AD carry? I mean, Corky not the hardest AD carry to play, but this man has been finding angles to do damage. Ooh, okay, we see the Senna. We raise the Smolder coin. It's gonna be a battle of the scaly giants. Giants. 2 damage. Alright, ooh, the Nocturne here in answer to the Maokiki. And now, the question is, though, we didn't really draft much dive with the first 2 picks here on High7, so the Nocturne doesn't make much sense. He'd be probably going in alone, but maybe that's what Dars and Wim are going to be for. Oh, okay, no, never mind. Pivoting off to the Seraphine at the last second. So I assume this is going to be Seraphine's support. Yeah, okay, so I think game 1 just had a communication error as to why there was no jungle. But, you know, normally not supposed to happen that you forget to take smite. Because you can buy the jungle item and then buy the support item. So you can always have smite. If really needed. But, I mean, your support is just going to lose a lot of money. Well, to be fair, that Teemo was farming a lot. So, that is a downside of the support item. If you do have the support item and you try to farm, I just say you gotta be making less money than people trapped in people's basements for working for Mr. Pibbs by the hour. So here's what it is. Holy shit! The amount of jungle bans, the Jarvan, and the 2 respect bans coming out from Wii Windows. But now it looks like we're targeting a lot of top laners. Dars's, Olaf. We're banning Croabs, Yorick, and I want to see if another top lane ban is necessary. No, it's gonna be Mr. Burner's. Mr. Burner's Graves, something we haven't really seen much of. Has been mainly on like tank and bruiser duty, and Graves at most, no, he doesn't even build Black Cleaver anymore. No, he builds LDR. Okay, so we're gonna fist first. Oh, never mind. It's time to troll, Pantheon. It's time to troll. Troll King, Troll Judge, Troll Executioner. Trundle! Alright. Well, I mean, if it is Maokai jungle, it really will make this Maokai a Twinkie when it comes to late game team fights or mid game team fights. This tree, it's gonna, the bark's gonna come off the roots real fast. Let's just say that much. Alright. Oh, okay, no, it's Maokai's support and Ivern jungle. Alright, okay.
a somewhat answer to the Trundle because of the root color, making it so that, you know, if you don't flash the root color, well, it don't get to go in. Okay, I mean, not a bad answer, but a little bit awkward of a team comp. We got some disengage, we got some fight. Okay, the Renekton kind of goes with the whole Victor Maokai motif. And Smolder just there in the back line, looking to farm. So we'll see if Thermal Pompey able to get his deepest, darkest desires. That's the real question at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen. But here, what are we wrapping off a High7's draft with? It's gotta be the Darzora. Okay, I can see it. It's not locked in yet, but Fiora is kind of nice here. Good side laning pressure for the late game. Good to match the Victor. Bonne soirée, Boga. Thank you. I'm sorry, man. I passed the fuck out. I took a nap at like 1:30 in the afternoon. I woke up at 7:30, at like 7:22. I could have swore I read 8 p.m. That's what I scheduled the stream for. And Jesus Christ. Well, if you didn't see it, game 1, woof, we came in halfway through, and bro, we got 20 minutes of non-stop, you know, booty smacking, you know, woo, ass cheek clapping, delicious fruitcake smashing action, you know. I was trying to find words that rhymed with ass and action at the same time. Say it was a little bit rough, but hey, I think we did not too bad. All right. So we're about to get into the Champion Select. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoy what you're watching, just smash that subscribe button and click that like button on the stream. Tell YouTube that we are still relevant in 2025. Anyways, we've got the in-game Champ Select, so here it goes. Pretty sure, yeah. So it's going to be Trundle Jungle, Fiora top, Viger mid, Senna, Seraphine bot lane. Looking to play a little bit more traditional of a bot lane now. The Teemo Corgi. Corgi makes sense, but the Teemo was a little bit interesting. It got some stuff done with like vision control and annoying split push pressure, but now we have a traditional support. So the first 3 bans from High7 are going to be random champions. So don't mind them. They weren't picked or whatever in the draft anyways, so it doesn't matter. It's just so that the game goes on faster instead of us having to wait 550 million minutes. Ugh. All right.
Welcome everyone to the live stream. If you just realized we were live, my bad. We're getting ready here for game number 2. Oh, is it Sarah Carey? No, I think no. I think it's Jodas on Senna. With how good this man has been on 80 carries, there's no way we are crippling Jodas to put him on Seraphine. Because Seraphine does not work into Smolder. Senna does. I mean, Seraphine does no damage. I'll be honest, if you want to be anyone or anything in Big 25, and you are playing AP bot laners, consider a career change. Maybe go mid if you want to play mages, you know? Just saying. Because, sure, we're not in a format where 80 carry agency is super high in solo queue, but you need physical damage at the end of the day from your bot lane. Because, let's just say the top side of the map, while they do physical damage, they don't build crits, so they don't eat tanks. 80 carries destroy tanks. As we saw Matt Jonas with a pocket rocket Gatling gun auto attack, man, Croab was half HP through armor advance and like 3.5 armor items. So the man was fed on Cassante. He was full build. And yet Gorky shredded him like it was nothing. IE should make your abilities be able to crit. I'm not even joking. I'm serious. Spells should be able to crit. If they can crit with a Shadow Flame for magic and true damage, they should be able to crit for physical damage. Make things fair. It's called quid pro quo. But yes, no, I do understand a Caitlyn ult on 100% crit doing 4,000 damage because it doubled up from 2k would be a little annoying. Or, what is it, the Gangplank ultimate, just one-shotting the entire enemy team. Anyways, here we go. Get ready. Perspective change. Anime booby jump scare. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Woohoo! Titties. Who doesn't like a fine piece of ass? There we go. How many poor people do we got in tonight's giraffe here for the match point? We got ourselves Galactic Renekton, Astronaut Ivor, Deathsworn Victor, Poor Smolder, Festive Maokai, Final Boss Viger, Soaring Sword Fiora, Constable Trundle, Lotion Song Seraphine, and Prestige, True Damage, Senna. Okay, so it looks like Ebola's been role swapped to support. I thought he played pretty well mid, so okay, I guess this swim guy just really doesn't play support. Come on, Tavarnak. There we go. That looks good, right? Yeah. Alright. Pause. No idea why. Ebola has paused the game, though. But no one has said anything in chat. We've got ourselves 3 teleports. Croab once again rebelling against the fate that is standard practice. Going Ignite on Renekton, maybe trying to get some early lane farming. But unless the Ivern pays attention top lane, I don't see that Ignite being very fruitful towards the mid game and could maybe cost We Windows the series. If anything. We've got first strike on Viger, so he is looking to just farm up a little bit of money, you know, like at some point he'll just be throwing out ults to get like 50 gold. His ult is pretty low cooldown, so. Senna has opted for Ghost, Smolder has opted for Cleanse, makes sense, there's a lot of CC here that can hurt Telmopom. And Fui, interestingly enough, going still with the battle
Supportal Combat Battle Support builds of Ignite. This man loves setting the world ablaze. Alright. Well, 2 minutes into the pause. Still nothing typed out. Hope everything is Daijo of the Boo. But yeah, well, see if Ebola is able to buy a support item in this game. And Mr. Burner does have the Smiterino, so he does at least get to smite and get proper experience in the jungle this game around. So, win conditions here for High7 are pretty obvious. You've got the Senna who wants to scale and outrange people. Viger perpetually gains AP as long as he's hitting champions or farming minions. Last hitting minions with his Q spell, or hitting champions with any abilities, or getting takedowns. So takedowns are kills and assists. Right? Smolder eventually hits the 225 point, where he gets a 5% HP execute that does not scale, but his fireballs and stuff scale with crit damage. Victor, just a phenomenal late game champion. We've seen the Arcane Storms take over the Rift, where it's literally the size of the lane. Okay, so it looks like there was someone at the door here for Mr. Burner. And yeah. We are going to look to do a pre-playoffs tier list. So look forward to that stream. That's going to be fun. I think we're going to try and get it going before the first playoff match. So maybe like in the middle of the week or something. But here we go. We are back in. So ready checks coming in. And yeah. The delay after a pause, but we should be debugging pretty soon. So we'll have to see what route Resius takes, because Ivern is at his strongest when he can be fucking around in the enemy jungle, kind of just prepping people and stealing their camps in secret. So we'll have to see what he ends up doing. It's interesting that we have role swapped Ebola to support and we put Wim mid. But I guess Wim doesn't know how to play support, because it kind of looked like he didn't know based off last game alone. It was never with the team or anything, always split pushing, so. But you know, when you got a last minute E-sub, you have a last minute E-sub. It is what it is. But hey, High7 are up a game. Atimo didn't do much, but hey, it was bait enough for Jonas to get damage down on people. Which at the end of the day, is all that really matters. Alright.
Minions have spawned.
So it doesn't really matter where Ivern starts, unless Ivern... Ooh, we're doing a dance. Oh, do a dance. No music, no dancing. Alright. That is a nice Gyaru Seraphine skin. Alright, let's see here. So, the average Senna stacks that we are looking... we are looking to see at least 24 stacks by 14 minutes. And 24 by 12 and 60 by 23. That is the MSI average that we are looking for. Smolder still normally around 21 minutes for the 225, depending on the priority he gets to swap to the mid lane. Senna, it's a little bit more important that she faces two people in lane just to maximize the stackability. And now Fui gonna take a lot of damage, but he does have the ignite, probably is looking for a counter punch, but Double range bot lane, pretty hard for Maokai early on. Though Ebola is almost out of mana. Probably used to playing champions that have mana pools, but the e-girl supports, they tend to be very skittish, at least before the first buy. Okay, Dar's holding off Croab pretty well here. And Thermopomp forced to already use both the potion and his first cookie. No priority here left in the bot lane. And Jonas really starting to look like probably one of the cleaner 80 carries this season. Taking down the likes of Blios. The flash forced here from Thermopomp and the clans. And now Fui taken really low. Dar's looking for a trade. Not going to be able to find one. But is able to push Croab off to force that potion. But now Ivern is here in the top lane. But Mr. Burner is also here. However, Trundle does have the advantage. Has a red buff over Ivern. But Croab is looking to make it here. The root collar is going to connect. But we're not going to get anything past that done. Nice Q onto Smolder. He is very low. One nice Q from Seraphine would have probably killed Smolder. But I don't think they want to take the risk. The Q here not gonna find him. Okay. And Dar's finding another really good trade here onto Croab. Very healthy compared to Croab at this point in the matchup. And remember, Croab does not have teleport, so whatever damage he incurs is almost permanent. Okay, ooh. We're trying to get some damage here on the wave. Okay, trading 1 for 1 in the bot lane pretty evenly. But that is the ignite that goes down. Remember, no teleports, so you are likely to miss a decent amount of minions. The teleport coming back in already. It's Pickaxe versus Vamp Scepter, so support advantage here for Dars. And he is up a couple of CS. Looking at the gold, yeah, he is up about a few CS worth of money. Since the changes, First Blood doesn't really mean much anymore, especially when your opponent doesn't have teleport. So now Dars can freeze the turret in front of his turret, can freeze the wave in front of his turret, and just be being chilling. And if the Renekton tries anything, okay, the Grand Challenge is available here, and okay, Croab already forced away, forced to take a recall, and like I said, no teleport, so this is going to cost him a lot of pressure, because now Dars can easily shove this in, maybe even get a plate for himself, but he can at least deny, almost half a wave's worth. But Fiora early game, not the best lane pusher, let's just say that much. Viger and Victor have not opted to take any recalls yet. Darcy is going to take a recall, but it does now have a solid 500 gold lead from a positive trade he took. Oh, okay. The Arcane Storm available for Victor, but Mr. Shaft does not have any mana. So you can't follow that up. So the recalls from the bot lanes have happened. We have almost a static shiv to a Pickaxe. And Seraphine picking up a tier as expected when you're a mana spamming heavy champion. Mana regen only goes so far, but because of your limited income, you know, that one Forbidden Idol, not necessarily better than what a tier could be. The tier is at least a full rotation of spells for champions like Seraphine. Oh, okay, Jonas gonna be backstabbing a little bit, but a nice Q to find the stack that he was looking for at the end of it. Now Renekton does have a little bit of problems. He still has the ultimate with the Grand Challenge, also back off cooldown. Viger going for the Roa build. Well, meanwhile, we are getting the BFT here from Victor. And Resius is spending a lot of time in this bot lane. So a lot of time is wasted while Mr. Burner is just nom nomming some farm. And now Resi is gonna miss the root collar. Jodas, good pick onto Jodas though. No double super shield here from, oh, the Grand Challenge is available, but you have to be careful because Ignite plus Dominus is pretty powerful. Oh, we are looking for a dive here onto Ebola. Okay, and yeah, the Victor is teleporting bot lane. The Bramble Smash is going to be enough to find. But can Trundle get out of the way? No, the Ignite here from Fui. And that's going to be the feat of Warfare claimed by the likes of Mr. Vikitor. Now that's gonna be a plate given over to Dars. Just gonna be happy about that. Renekton being put on the back pedal is definitely not something Renekton enjoys seeing. But Mr. Shaft definitely comfortable in this Senna matchup early on. Just has the poke advantage and doesn't really care about the Senna because he already had the takedown, so he got the upgraded Victor Laser. The Death Ray, once he gets that BFT, is going to be very annoying. And yeah, Croab just going to get Monkey Zunkled. We get the Baby Cage over the Grubs to make sure that Fui, no Spellbook, can't really get anything done. It looks like Thermal Pompey here just trying to get a bit of priority, get a third plate, but that's a second plating. That's a second and almost third plating here for the likes of Fiora here. And the gold lead already about 1,300 in this bot lane. So it's getting to a scary amount. And now, Jonas a little scared of Mr. Shaft, with reason. I mean, Victor is scarier than Senna at this point in the game. So, if you are taking too many Death Rays, there can be, like, a kind of kill angle. But here, as long as we're laning in the 1v1, there's not much to worry about. We almost have the Hydra here. For Dars, he did finish his boots, so does now have a good amount of armor against the Renekton. And yeah, this Fiora very happy in the current laning situation. Normally, you pick something like Jax or Fiora to be able to deal with the Fiora in the later stages of the game, and with the counter strike, able to deal with the parry and stuff. Oh, okay. Choose not to lunge forward here. Maybe Dars did not have vision on the enemy jungler, but the Grand Challenge about to come off cooldown again. I think Renekton just gets dove here if he stays. So Croab once again pushed away from the wave, now nearing a 30+ CS deficit. Senna has rotated to the mid lane. Wim has his teleport. Gonna opt to use it after walking a little bit. You know, had to stretch his legs before he could think about teleporting. A nice wall, but Ebola clearly needs some practice in the tool. We crashed Daisy into the turret, but unfortunately Mr. Burner, even through the subjugate, not going to have enough prowess to survive. That is going to be 2 plates taken here in the mid lane, and since we did kill Mr. Burner, that means we are going to opt to lose the dragon here. Going to be 1-to-1 in objectives. Sorry, 2-to-1 in objectives, because we had already taken 3 grubs and the first dragon. So, Mr. Burner, not too fussed about it. You look at the state that the top lane is in, and yeah, Croab can't play. He picked the losing summoner spell into a matchup that is pretty hard to begin with. And yeah, that's gonna be Croab being taken to the tailor or the purse maker, whatever you want to call it. Dars, take the turret. Take the turret, Dars. Why are we not just taking the first turret, Dars? That was one auto attack from taking the turret. Okay, Mr. Burner is gonna get yeah, they should be able to get this turret before anything bad happens. It's literally one auto attack away. Okay. Got a little bit of money. The first turret taken here. Now Mr. Burner might be in a bit of trouble. The Subjugate coming down onto the Maokai as expected. Fui is very squishy, but Mom is here for the backup. And now we look at the money here. There's almost a 2,200 gold lead here for Dars. That is going to be the Hydra plus more, maybe starting to work on the Triforce. Yeah, that Sheen really going to start putting in the work. The Static Shiv already starting to be annoying. The Root Color going to be dodged out of the way here by Ebola. And Victor here has to go match Wim once again in the bot lane. Is 2-0, but the rest of his team, things aren't looking too great. Let's do a stack check in a second once we see if Renekton gets turned into a pocket pussy. And he is going to be able to get away. But we have 91 stacks at 14 minutes and 34. So I'd say Jodas, above average stacks right now, is very comfortable. Has been able to get a decent... okay, Ebola just gonna give Thermal Pompey a stack. You know, he's feeling generous. You know, the Gyaru gotta please the Shota. And, okay, the Grand Challenge is available. But, we're not gonna need it, and Croab gonna be sent to Horny Joe once again. Decided to get the anti-heal item, but, I mean, delaying your power spike even more. And that Ignite you are never using. I think I've seen Croab ult once in 15 minutes. Things are looking very grim here for Wii Windows. Okay, Mr. Burner trying to find Resius, but that red buff plus the slow. Here comes Daisy, and there is a Subjugate available, but I mean, Ivern is not tanky at all, so there's almost nothing to benefit. And Ivern just winning the 1v1 straight up. Gets the Root Collar over. Gets the flash, but misses. The Root Collar didn't have anyone to help him out with that. And Jodas here got a little bit of an XP advantage for the time being. And he's got the Swifties, now going RFC here. Fiora almost has the Triforce already, which is very doom scrolly on the side of High7, because this Fiora already unmatched. The Victor is strong, but he's got Merc Treads, so he's already just gonna get Monkey's Uncle. And the next dragon is gonna be the fight for the objective. Croab here did use the Dominus to try and clear the wave, but when you have to use your 1v1 ultimate to wave clear, that is unfortunate. You know, it's the Smolder way. You'll see Smolders in pro play use the Mom to be able to secure good back timings, but you do lose a lot of pressure. Okay, well, Croab taking a 200 HP once again. No teleport means this turret is gonna go down. And the gold lead only getting bigger and bigger here but interestingly enough, the gold lead is entirely on Dars. So if Dars dies, there is no gold lead. The teams are quite even if Dars is not in a team fight. And Thermal Pomp is at a stronger point in time than Jodas is right now on the Senna. Senna really wants that 2+ item mark. Turret goes down. That is Triforce in a hot second. But we've got ourselves a Chemtexel this game, and Trundle, Senna, and Fiora with a Chemtexel. That's a little disgusting. Okay, we're maybe going to be trading 2 turrets for this objective. And that is the boots upgrade. It's going to be fantastic. The teleport coming in from Dars here. But the heist for 2 turrets was pretty successful. Good job by Windows to be able to shore up the gold difference. Dars, though, has 2 completed items. And if he's involved in a team fight, is going to be doing an insane amount of damage. A really nice encore. Finds Victor, and Croab is squishier than Maokai. Victor almost takes down... Victor almost takes down Mr. Burner, but Wim is going to be shackled to hell and back. The flash to find the twisted advance. And now Ebola taken down by Thermopomp. And can Dars find an opening? Not gonna have to launch back over the wall, but the root collar gonna be fantastic, forcing Dars to flash. And Fui with the MVP play, able to hold the line using the Malkyle and then aggressively finding picks. Windows not out of the fight yet. Sure, Croab is NP Crab, but Mr. Shav and Thermopomp are what this team is based off of, and it looks clean. Resius and Fui make up actually a pretty hard to get through front line with the amount of heals and shields that are available. But this is another reason why this Chemtech Drake is so important. While we are waiting for some action, I'm just going to run to the kitchen to get a water bottle. I'm almost running out of oxygen in my lung. Here we go. Sorry about that. I had to run. Just I didn't miss any action because there was nothing up. But Mr. Shaft might be in a bit of danger. But we're going to opt against trying to find a kill on this Victor. But this Victor is up a level. Is up on experience even when the Viger has the Rod of Ages. So he is pretty comfortable here. Renekton has finally finished his first item though, so that is good. Oh, okay, Ebola getting caught out, and the Arcane Storm coming out. Mom is gonna be able to find, and that's a 2 for 0. And here, sure, Dars has some pressure, but at this rate, yeah, the Viger mid Seraphine 80 carry, and it's AP Seraphine, not even support Seraphine. That's a little bit rough around the edges. Mr. Burner trying to find an angle to get to this Otacon, but I don't think... Comme on dit bien en français, il va pas si loin. Jonas here trying to find prowess, and now Mr. Burner is in the pits. But they do the smart thing. They get off the Otacon and they just kill Trundle and then get back on the Otacon. They know Senna cannot steal the objective because, well, she only does champion damage with that ultimate, so she cannot... it's not the Jinx Rocket. Oh, Jodas going Yuntile Wild Arrows, so he is looking at an earlier carry angle here on the Senna. He really wants to get that DPS down because he realizes his team, doesn't have that much physical damage. Trundle here already forced on a defensive item. Dead Man's Split is just a fantastic item at the end of the day. I really would love to see those boot upgrades whenever they are available for the players on High7. I do believe that in this specific team comp, the upgraded Swifties, plated steel caps, and Mercury Treads are definitely going to buy a lot of time for this team that doesn't really have much of a front line. I mean, the Trundle is only as valuable if Fui is around in a team fight. But even then, Mr. Shaft sees that there's no front line, goes straight for the Shadow Flame. I don't know if he goes Leandri's third item. Leandri's or Deathcap third item. He is really going to start putting putting them through the ringer. Shadow Flame already done. We are now halfway to the Infinity Edge for Smolder. He's at 75% crit, almost at 75% crit right now, 60% at this point in time. So, or 65. It's 25, 25, 15. Okay, Dars is looking to duel with Mr. Shaft, but Mr. Shaft is pretty strong at this point of the game. 2 items completed, plus fully upgraded Victor perks. Is definitely something hard to go up against. Resius is fighting with Ebola for ward pressure. Is going to be able to take out the ward. Loses his in exchange though, but it does buy them the time to get this second dragon for themselves. Okay. That's going to get a vital smack, but doesn't have the graph, so at the end of the day, it doesn't really do much. And, okay. Fui flashes ahead to find a twisted advance. Got a Bramble Smash to find Jodas, and now Jodas caught out. Used the Ghost and the Flash, but got a little cocky. A nice 4-man encore, but unfortunately, yeah, Mr. Burner, Mom is gonna snipe Mr. Burner back behind the shed. Load the gun. Boom, boom. Fire the pellets, baby. That's what we call a headshot. Oh! Croab gonna survive by the skin of his teeth, but definitely a harrowing experience for Croab. He saw his life flash before his eyes, but a flashless Viger now. High7 have their immobile carries completely out of dashes. Let's see. We should finally have the second item here on the Vigor. Yeah, okay. But because the tier was bought so late, we're only halfway to the transform, so it's technically not even an item that has an effect yet. It just gives a little bit of AP and some mana. There is no shield. At least for the next like 5 minutes, there won't be a shield. Okay, we are looking. Oh, okay, Jonas looking for Thermal Pump, but he has the Infinity Edge. Jonas is opting out of getting the Black Cleaver, just going for the early IE. And, I mean, as long as we Windows just stays grouped with a 4-man, this 4-man squad just does so much work. And yeah, Croab he just has to wave clear. He doesn't even have to fight the Fiora. It's not gonna get much done, but Wim getting caught out once again. All right, yeah, this is definitely not the quality of mid lane we are looking for when it comes to High7. So the game 3 angle definitely looking juicy. Mr. Shaft did teleport into maybe his death, forced to flash out the second he teleported. And that is Dars able to take a turn. Oh, okay. And yeah, Dars is able to win the 1v1 through the anti-heal, but because we see the Seraphine in the bot lane, that means it is a 3v2 here in the top side. Mr. Burner gonna try and get in. Baron's gonna be secured, but a really nice 3-man. And now Thermal Pump has the execute. He's trying. He's got to be able to get over the wall, but he just does too much damage at this point, and Seraphine is so useless in these team fights. Now Wim gets caught by the Root Caller, looks for the Ivern, but we've got the boom, 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 boom. I want you in my room.
And Ressi is even able to survive the big Vigar burst. Yeah, no, this Vigar pick definitely not first pick, definitely not an answer into Mr. Shaft's Viki Tor. 11, 1, and 4 on this Smolder. We're opting to get a little bit of lifesteal instead of finishing the 100% crit. Understandable, he is idealistically the only physical damage on his team. So he has an 80 carry. Yeah, holy shit, look at how big those Iron Shields are. They're only going to get worse once that Dawn Core comes out. Let's check in with Jodas's stacks. He's at 73, and we're at 278. All right, we get the root collar. Gonna miss on the Mr. Burner, yeah, there's not much that High7 can do with this team comp when they're really far behind. If they had any kind of actual mage, unlike Vigar, maybe they could take better team fights. But I think this E-sub is gonna be critical in High7 losing the series. So far, he's been a detriment both games. I think at this point, it doesn't matter. You just keep Ebola in the mid lane, and you just have Win pick whatever the hell he wants on support. But you know, like the Azir is open here for Ebola, so I mean, Azir and the Victor would have been fantastic, able to sweep up this very short range comp here from the side of We Windows. And now we get advantage here. We're poking with the Smolder, the burns coming through. The passive is making it so that we instantly take turret aggro, but that's gonna be an inner turret taken. And now we need to see a really good ult from Ebola, but we also need to see Jodas and Win positioning properly. Gotta get a nice double wall, forcing the flashes over the wall, but the Renekton, okay, oof. Yeah, Fiora is just gonna get executed here. There's no damage to kill the Smolder, and Smolder probably gonna try and get a pentakill. That should at least be the Quadra for him. And yeah, that's an instant Quadra for the Smolder. And we're going to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, while Senna's great, you know, you kind of need a team around it. And 1 5 3 1 4 1 0 5 1 2 6 1. You think I have a fun Seraphine support? What the fuck? That was my my redoing of the Japanese girl having Senna top lane. But you know, I think Dars played admirably in the top lane and really turned Krab into a purse. But the biggest problem with that is that, you know, like at the end of the day, Double Pump kind of just kind of ran this game. I think it's better that we have Ebola mid who can play actual mages, and then we put this Wim guy. Like Jodas was fine 1v2 in the bot lane. So I don't see why. Oh, big webcam time. I don't see why he wouldn't be fine. Like, he did pretty well on the Corki. So, alright, getting ready for the game 3 draft. Let us see where we're sending people. I'm begging to Mr. Burner to just keep Ebola mid. Like, who cares what this Wim guy plays? Throw him on support, bro. Like, just tell him buy the support item. Who cares? You can play whatever you want. Just we need a real mid laner, because like Mr. Shaft needs competition. If not, he is gonna take over the game, and he did. He had some fantastic Victor plays, but who's Darkanox? Oh, it's just a random. Alright. We are getting ready. So High7 have taken, so they are giving, for the final service game is going to be for Wii Windows here. Ooh, Blossom have 2-0 for bot 1 sub, man. Spirit not able to clutch out in these hard times. Let's see what exactly happened. Hey, yo, Batan playing Gwen? Okay, Poo-Poo on the Yasuo, Baba on the Tristana. Okay, so it's a fuck your face kind of comp. I love it. And then Batan on the Ivern, Baba on the Super Carry Lucian. Okay. Yeah, I can see it. All right. Well, congrats to Blossom for the easy 2-0 against 4-bot 1 sub. What's up, all the new people? We are at the Silver Scrapes point, and you know what Silver Scrapes mean, ladies and gentlemen. We gotta get that guy. Actually, we're gonna start a new tradition. You know, instead of the Guile theme, you know, we're gonna be rocking the most goose sauce Gerudo Valley you've ever heard. All right, are you ready to have musical orgasms? Get ready. Get in the mood. Get it funky with that monkey. You know you can. So this is a remix by Family Jewels of the classic song Gerudo Valley in Ocarina of Time. Anyways, here we go. Remember, H7 does not have the first 3 bands because they have 2 E-subs. I think when you have 1 E-sub, you don't have bands. But Monkey King paid respect. I call it Monkey King because that's what they named it on the Eternals website. They don't even call it Wukong, so it's just Monkey King Turbo. Are we not banning the Xin Zhao since we are blue side trying to just get a good pick? Okay, yeah, no, we're just going to ban the Jarvan away to take the Xin Zhao here. So, a first pick Xin Zhao here locked in for Wii Windows. And Resius has been looking clean. The Ivern, the Neferi was a little more chunkadonk, but the Xin Zhao, oh, holy shit, is this Mr. Burner? Oh. Okay, I was gonna be like, bro, the Kazakhs into Xin Zhao, man, this dude's got the biggest cojones. Alright, the Nocturne does make sense, but you do need to draft the Nocturne style team. You gotta have to want to go in. We didn't have anyone that wanted to go in last game. Oh, it's just gonna be Jodas' Sivir. Okay. That doesn't make sense. The spell shield for the win becomes lightning. The movement speed to be able to get away from the likes of Xin Zhao and probably other melee style threats that are going to be drafted on the side of Wii Windows, because we haven't seen Korab play much range top laners. We've seen him play Cassandre, we've seen him play Renekton. He's had 1 good game, 1 bad game. So let's see here if the Darius counterpick is available once again, but ooh, okay, it's gonna be Sivir Yumi. Okay, so we have told Wim, just click Yumi, press that shield and that heal, and that's all you gotta do, bro. It don't matter, please. Just be an NPC in our game. We don't need you running it down. All right, it's gonna be Mr. Shaft locking in the Ahri here for the side of Wii Windows. Strong mid jungle combination. And what are we going to pair in this bot side? Just remember, only going to be able to pick half the bot lane here for Wii Windows in this rotation. So maybe some combo pieces are going to get broken. I'd love to see Tumblepole Bond, maybe the likes of the Aphelios, maybe the likes of Zeri, the Jinx. We kind of need a hyper carry out of here because unless we're going for like the 20-minute game win with like a Draven or something, I've always loved to watch Tumblepole play AD carry. So there you go. What do you do when you're playing Jinx and you get excited? You just gun people down like it's... What the Zimbabwe? Alright, we've got Vladimir mid as an answer to Ahri. Okay. Alright, well. It's gonna be a delicious first blood if you know what I mean. But, hey, any jokes aside, Croab's Yorick is still not gonna get past the Goon Festival. Apparently it is traumatizingly good that it is permabanned against Wii Windows. I can't understand if you do not have a good answer into the York, the 1v1 feels miserable. And because we see the Jinx, we are going to ban the Lulu. It does mean that the Rakan is still open. And not much in terms of lockdown here from the side of High7. So the Rakan should have a pretty free game in terms of being able to jump in and out. Plus a great dive buddy for Zinzao and Ari. So we'll see here what High7 want to pick as their jungle. I believe they should pick jungle here. Ooh. Really? We're going with the reworked Rammus? It's a hover right now, but I mean, I guess it could work. Yeah, the taunt. Okay. So that is kind of going to force Telmo into taking the cleanse here. You get caught for 3 seconds auto-attacking a Rammus with a Thornmail, you are just going to kill yourself. So let's see what Windows are drafting for top and support here. They do have to blind pick that top lane. Okay. Melio has a cleanse in the kit with the Breath of Light. Probably going to go Mikhail's Blessing second after Moonstone. And sit on a Dreammaker. Make it so that Jinx doesn't... Okay. Crow has been the one to play this Sejuani top lane. It's a good tank. It's a really good tank. And unless Vladimir goes Leandri's, I don't see them killing this Sejuani easily. So we'll see here what Darts has an answer, because his Gangplank is permabanned against him. We've seen his Bruiser Gangplank, and that shit is disgusting. It's a Gangplank that never dies, does insane damage. And okay, yep, okay, well, we found a way to... Oh, okay. Oh, Dars on Gwen? Alright, that's something I want to see. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. As we get ready to get into... So we get ready for that game number 3. We've got sorry, I just had a brain fart, like a big ass brain fart. As we get ready to go into game 3, just waiting on the ready checks from the teams. Here we are in Champ Select. Remember, if you do like what you're watching, smash that subscribe button on the YouTube channel and click the like button on the stream. It shows YouTube that we are still relevant in the Big 25. We got emotes in the works for you guys. A little bit of a payment processing issue because of PayPal, but I've found a solution for the start of August. Just this month is pretty expensive on me, let's just say that much. But alrighty, so hopefully you guys enjoy these casts. They're going to be a lot more mainstream on YouTube now that MSI has wrapped up. And good news for you guys, bad news for me, EWC is this week, but it's in the morning. So you technically won't have to miss streaming days regardless of if there are games or not. Oh. I guess we picked the wrong champion. Alright, back to the super webcam. Won't be long. I guess there was a misclick on a champion, or maybe a champion that was banned. That was supposed to be picked. But yeah, alright, here we go. Back into the champion select. Alright, I'll just be on Twitter for a quick second. But is this your standard Jinx comp?
Alright. We're getting ready to get into the game. Spectator delay about to kick in. Make sure you got your drink, your snack, and you are ready to have some fun. Alright, about a minute before we get into the game 3 loading screen. Make sure that you are back from your little break. I did tweet at the EWC, see if I can get co-streaming rights for the event. If I can, that would be awesome. As I am going to be watching all of it, so if I can cast it or just co-stream it, be fucking amazing. I'll do it for free. Hell, I don't care. All right. Well, so we've got we've got 2 hyper carry scaled drafts. We'll have to see exactly where everyone goes, but Jodas once again is the only point of physical damage on his team. So yeah, things are going to be a little bit rough. It's interesting that this is the first time I think the amateur scene that we see the new Rammus, at least here in Quebec, that is the case. Anime Booba jump scare if you are under the age of 18. And here we go into the loading screen, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready to have some fun. Alright, we got Beast Hunter, Sejuani, Cosmic Defenders, Ninja, Coven, Ari, Star Guardian, Jinx, Poor, Melio, Academy, Vladimir, Hextech, Rammus, Pizza Delivery, Sivir, Poor, Yumi, and Cafe Cuties, Gwen. A great selection of skins, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, it is, we do have 4 teleports no, 3 teleports. Okay, so Ebola opting not to take the teleport, opting to take the ghost instead as a bonus combat summoner. Let me just place the homies where the bromies go. And there we go. We got ourselves a phase rush on the Sejuani. That is interesting. I guess she's not looking to take long trades here with the Gwen, and the grass proc would probably put her in danger if anything. We have the heal exhaust barrier, so Joda should be super safe unless there's like roams from Mr. Shaft into a 4-man style dive bot lane. I don't think this Yumi should feel threatened by anything. Ooh, funnily enough, we only have 7 flashes this game. 6 flashes this game. The Yumi does not take flash. They are triple ghosts. So, if you are counting for style points, High7 are able to do the Naruto run better than interesting though. There is no cleanse here on the Jinx. I guess the ghost to get away from the Rammus makes sense. You do have the Melio, so I'm gonna be asking Fui, who normally is playing these heavy engaged champions, to be sitting back, relaxing, or maybe we're gonna see the messy Melio with the gold fireball. All right, here we go. The laning phase has started. Not much to see here in the early game, at least I don't think. I think Croab's got to be a little bit careful, but can be a little bit cocky until level 6. Other than that, yeah, can just try and harass with the Flail of the Northern Winds. But other than that, it's going to be a farm fest for pretty much both sides. And Tamo Pomp already looking to get litty with that minigun. You get to the 3 stacks, and while the minigun attack speed bonus is up, you switch to fish bones and you try to go to town. That's a lot of damage already from the snippy snippers. And we're gonna eat a nice electrocute chunk. All right, this is definitely not the Messi Emilio. This is the maybe Ronaldo or Mbappe. Oh, okay, well. I think Dars needs to watch Kill la Kill to learn how to use scissors. But maybe it's just the early game and I'm wrong. Maybe he is Ryuko Matoi. Oh, gotta get that stretch in. I'm sorry. My brain is finally starting to... I'm starting to be human, you know. Like Detroit be human. I'm just an AI that's booting up at the end of the day. And Ebola is starting to hemorrhage some CS already. I guess it's not the easy... yeah, it might not be the most practiced pick here on the side of Ebola. I'm surprised it looks like he is allergic to picking... he's allergic to picking his Azir, and when he played his Azir, it looked fantastic. Okay, so Jinx took a recall already. To get a call. Ooh, okay. Nice aggression here by Croab to force the dash out. And Jodas also wants to get his reset in. Okay, we are going to be able to get a sneaky recall in here by Jodas. And Rammus and Resius are going to meet for the first time here at the chicken camp. Okay, the Smite fight goes over to Mr. Burner. And Croab with the tier now feels comfortable trying to aggress. But that second flail not gonna hit, so he's gonna have to back off the combo. The teleport was invested early by Croab to get this this cheater recall. Only down about a wave in CS. Things are only gonna get worse for Croab though. Once Gwen gets access to damage items, things do get a lot worse. Ooh, the charm is gonna miss, and Vladimir is... Wow, okay, that was a... I don't know if he has it like on the mouse as a macro, but that was a really nicely timed laugh as the charm missed. I don't know if it's something that happens when you miss a charm against a Vladimir that he just naturally allows, or if it was a player input, then honestly, that was fantastic. Okay, Mr. Shaft though, still up about a wave. Yep, 5 CS lead, and an almost 2-ish wave lead here for... Okay, Resius has the advantage to get going here on this first dragon. So it is a Cloud Dragon this game for Dragon number 1. So we're not going to see the Swift Rifts. Okay, Mr. Burner trying to run some interference. Well, we see already an early Bramble here. Ooh, and Dars already does a lot of damage, looking like he's going the... might be going the Riftmaker first. I mean, against this team, honestly, I probably really wouldn't mind seeing something like an early Leandries. But I do understand the Riftmaker is really important here in the Gwen kit. Just gives her access to healing and a little bit more, you know, je ne sais quoi AP ratios. I don't like how little Yumi does for her AD carry now. I get it, old Yumi was like really busted and stuff, but I feel like new Yumi just, I don't know, man. Like they made her like not. She used to be great on any AD champion, AD or AP champion, but now she's only great on auto attackers because she gives she used to give adaptive force, but now she gives she only gives on hit healing, but it's like not a lot. I think like when it's maxed, it's like 8 on the best. It's like 8 to 10 on the best friend per auto attack, and I mean auto attacks in the late game do like 500 plus damage. Plus that is the it's the skill you max last, so it's gonna stay at like 5 for most of the game, depending on how the Yumi builds. But so far, yeah, Mr. Shaft having a lot of fun in this lane. Ebola though hasn't taken a recall yet. What is he waiting on? 2,000 gold. Alright, looks like we have rotated Thermopomp and Thermopompy and Fui here for the Raptor spawn. The Grubs, sorry, Raptor spawn. Wow. What season is this that we're rotating top lane for Raptors, bro? Okay, Mr. Burner is gonna get his red buff, but is choosing the turbo farming method over getting anything else done, and that's gonna be 2-0 in objectives here for the side of Wii Windows. And this Jinx, honestly, pretty far ahead. 500 gold just off the like 500 gold? 400, like 350 gold just off the farming. Okay, we got the needlework off, but Thermopomp now maybe in a little bit of danger. The Breath of Light not gonna be enough. The heal already used, and Thermopomp has been forced to flash. And no flash on the Gwen means that we can't capitalize on killing Fui. And yeah, this Sejuani isn't really taking much damage, though now it might be a little bit of a dangerous spot. And a flash here for Mr. Shaft to be able to find Maxim Burner. Aresius with a beautiful counter punch here. Ooh, Dars might be in trouble now though. Has no ult, has no ghost. We're probably just looking to dive him in the top lane. Okay, but the zap is gonna miss, and the final chapter is, yeah, it's just gonna be enough. Mr. Shaft though, just looking to do some bango chalango with that farming. Is not looking to try and find a kill. Pressure Resius was also pretty low and almost out of mana, so Xin Zhao with no resources is not that powerful. Throw out teleports mid. But now Thermopomp might be in a bit of trouble. Jodaz popping the ult, the on the hunt, and we don't have any mana to throw out the boomerang blade, and Thermopomp is gonna get shot down by the turret. You've seen the meme where the piston pumping turret, while Jinx just got piston pumped. Alright, so it is Riftmaker and Cosmic Drive, ideally for the solo laners here on the side of High7. Equalizing the kill score though. Yumi picking up a kill isn't that bad early on. Looking to go the looking to build the what is this thing called? It's called it's the attack speed and yes, it's the attack speed and on hit item. Okay, Vladimir gonna get knocked back by the messy ball, and okay, the Feats of Warfare secured here by Ebola, but now Resius finds Jodas. Oh, Mr. Shaft not gonna have the DPS. Oh, it's gonna get the reset though, and now Yumi in a little bit of trouble. And Gwen's coming out, finds the needlework on 2, but ooh, a nice play. Ebola does get taken down though. And they need to work just timed out, so that is going to be the third objective of the game here for Wii Windows. So, okay, it's an ardent sensor. There you go. My bad. It's rarely built early here. But, I mean, with Jodas, it does make sense whenever he gets shielded. You know, like his autos are going to do more. It's definitely helpful for his little boomerangs. The Sipper is getting close to that first item, but Telmo Pomp should have Yuntals on recall. And here now Mr. Chef might be in a little bit of trouble, but we're looking for the charm here on Fui, but we don't have any follow-up here from the Gwen. And Resius is on his way here. Also, Mr. Chef does a lot of damage. So you gotta be a little bit careful, but I guess really needed that that Riftmaker money. So once he takes a recall, he'll have that Riftmaker. The Swifty's already finished here for Vladimir. So it's gonna be whoever can get to this first turret. So the mid turret is a little low, but the top turret is equally as low. So I think it'll be a while before we get places here. Okay, and yeah, Jinx just comfortable. Has a 1600 gold, so almost done the call. So that should be Yuntals plus Berserker Greaves here for Jinx early on. It's going to be fantastic for her. And I think Jonas should be getting close to his Essence Reaver. No, okay, so it's going to be Wild Arrows plus Longsword. Yes, we were 100 gold short here to finish the Berserker Greaves. And Jonas here, no grubs for his team, so a little bit unfortunate, but they're going to try and get a third plate at least. And only about a 1k gold lead here. And we've swapped the laning opponents. We put the Ahri into the Gwen so that Dars has a lot less kill opportunities. Makes a lot of sense at the end of the day when you think about it. Okay, some nice side steps here out of Jodas to dodge the Super Mega Death Rocket. I think he might have died or forced Tumblepalm to flash. Resius is looking to clear off the wave, so Jodas shouldn't feel safe here. Zinzao has the Titanic. It's looking a little scary, but Ebola and Burner are making their way back. Taunted under the turret, the Breath of Light comes out, and now Resius is gonna try and make it out. Now Max and Burner in a bit of trouble. Okay, but Mr. Shaft gets the kill here, so Jinx gets excited, a reset on the ultimate, and that might just be the first turret. There is a Demolish proc coming, so unfortunately, High7 kind of faltering when they needed. Oh, they're trying to FF. Okay. It looks like Wii Windows might win this game just out of convenience. Unfortunate to see the lack of resolve from the side of High7 here. Joda's been having some rough games. He looked decently clean in game 1, but I mean, I guess maybe Corki is his best champion. But he looks really good on Corki. Okay, Croab gonna try and take another turret, but with ooh, we're going last Whisper second item here. So the armor pan already coming in here for the Jinx. Max stack Dark Seal for Mr. Shaft already. Teleported back to the bot lane. Just gonna continue pushing. Almost has that Horizon focus and is looking pretty comfortable. And yeah, Croab is gonna do a bit of damage to Vladimir, but Vladimir's at the point of the game where he kind of doesn't take damage, so if you don't kill him, he Qs twice, and he's back to full health. Oh, Melio able to steal a small chicken. Yeah, so far it's a it's a 2,000 gold lead. Sorry, 2.5 thousand gold lead, and we are honestly just waiting on this. It's a mountain soul this game, so that's gonna be very scary if Ramus and Gwen get access to it. It's also gonna make Vladimir stupidly tanky. But Tomo Bomb looking convincing so far on this Jinx. Alright, Kuro, I'm gonna walk into a Rammus, but I mean it's a Sejuani, guys. What are we? Yeah, there's no Leandris. The Sejuani is not dying, and that's just Mountain Soul Point here achieved for the side of Wii Windows. And now Fui might be in a bit of trouble. This Melio is going to get run down, but Resius is going to drop the Herald. And now you do have to be a little bit careful. Oh, okay, the Super Mega Death Rocket here not going to find an execute. But Tamopomp might just die to the explosion, survives. Oh, a 1,000 gold shutdown though. Sejuani is just pushing the top lane, so a lot of turret money taken here. That's hilarious. That's something only really Ramus can do. Just run in, ult, walk away. But yeah, Croab starting to mitigating a bit of that gold lead that Gwen has. So there looks like there's a bathroom break in the middle of the game. Alright. Well, I do recommend staying hydrated. I don't recommend drinking so much that you piss yourself in the middle of the game. That is definitely not something I would recommend. See, when I'm spectating and I alt tab, I'm fine. Okay, Bombardino 2-0, love that. Fantastic. The coach, Pocus, really coming in clutch. Huh? That was weird for a second. I'm sorry if the screen went black. Alright, so looking at the game state, right, we're looking at about just a 1k gold lead in favor of Wii Windows. They just lost a pretty massive team fight. And there's a lot of standing gold here on the map for High7 to be able to pick up. Looking at the gold too, that gold that Gwen picked up does finish her Nashor's Tooth on recall, so 2 item spike already done. But the thing is, the Jinx almost has that anti-heal crit item. They're definitely gonna be helpful. And yeah, okay, so Sejuani is gonna be able to keep the gold lead at 1,000 by taking the turret for herself. That's basically another item for her right away. We'll see what she gets with it. Yo, what's up, Mr. Monkey D. Alex? How you doing? Yeah, Mr. Shaft looking clean this series. I mean, he looks clean most series, if anything. But Sejuani just one-shot a Hollow Radiance. Okay, so I assume Fimbulwinter or Despair will be the next item we're looking at here for Sejuani. And if I'm Ari and I see the amount of HP and stuff, I would like to see a Leandris here for Mr. Shaft. I feel like it would definitely help. If not, the likes of Shadow Flame could definitely help. But we're going to need to find a way to burn through this Ramus, Vladimir, and Gwen in team fights. Because right now, Jodas not... oh, okay. Croab, I don't know if you want to take this fight. Well, you can take this fight if Croab doesn't dodge... if Dars doesn't dodge any skill shots. But... okay, Dar's almost winning a 1v2. here, but unfortunately the needlework not working in his favor here. Do have the Merc Treads now here for Gwen. And we're working on the Jack Show for here for Ramis. Interesting second item. We're not gonna give him much damage, but Jonas oh, Mr. Shaft is right there. But Resius is nowhere near. Also, there's no spellbook here on Emilio. Okay. Okay, Resius is now here. And red team has secured Otacon. And Jonas gets found here by Mr. Shaft. Resius looking for Ebola. But Dars is going to cut him down. Okay, Mr. Shaft. Okay. Well, I'd say good team fight by High7. Good job on Mr. Burner securing that Otacon. That was like really big for them. And it was a 2 for... It was a 2 for 2? Sorry, 2 for 3. So that's not bad at the end of the day. And Dars is Dars and Ebola are getting pretty strong. So if there's no anti-heal, well, if there's no burn damage here from the side of like Mr. Shaft or these HP stacking mages are gonna have a fun time in team fights. And Jonas, it might not look like it, but he is ahead by about 1,000 gold here on Thermal Pomp in this game number 3. And what's crucial about Sivir is about at the 3 item mark, it's when her W really starts to do a lot of damage. As remember, it can crit. The ultimate here from Sivir popped out. Mr. Burner might be found out here. A little bit of trouble here. We're looking to find Fui, the explosion, but the Breath of Light is gonna find, and now Mr. Shaft goes in trying to find someone. Resi is here, coming back in with the Audacious Charge, but that might be to his detriment. Yeah, Resius is gonna get gunned down in his own jungle, trying to take the team fight back. Thought he had enough damage and sustain to get things going, but this Ramis is a lot more annoying than it seems for the side of Wii Windows. They don't really have an answer to it. You can Breath of Light. Like, oh shit, the Super Mega Death Rocket coming out, but not enough to outsmite Mr. Burner. And so that stops the Mountain Soul. And with every Mountain Dragon you get, this Vladimir and Gwen get more and more oppressive. If they can keep this up, I can definitely see them winning this game. Jinx is a fantastic champion, but I mean, Gwen gets to a point where she's irritable. And this Vladimir eventually just becomes unkillable. So it looks like we're going we're going Storm Surge next here on the Vladimir. Interesting build path. We're not opting for a way to kill this Sejuani or Zinzao. With the likes of like Leandri's, but Gwen thinking ahead already, looking to build the Seekers because she knows that she is prevalent in the ability to assassinate Mr. Shaft, and she's probably the only one who can easily kill Croab, given how much true damage she has access to. Mr. Burner has finished his Jack Show, the protein. So there's a little bit of magic resist there. Ari is the only magic damage on the team, so it doesn't really have to matter too much about that. And while he might be one of the focal points, I think Mr. Shaft has to focus his attention on trying to either snipe Dars or snipe Jodas. Ebola seems a little bit too, let's say, maneuverable to get caught out by Charms. So the W really works wonders. And yeah, Mr. Burner just gonna be clearing out some vision. Jonas almost has the Infinity Edge, So once he hits that point, it'll definitely be at a comfortable spot. Has about 1,400 gold, so that is the IE. So this Sivir really starting to scale up here, and she's gonna be scary. One more crit item. I think you get the anti-heal crit item, just like Tamo Pomp did. And then the Zinzal, the durability of the Zinzal really goes down the drain by quite a bit. Mr. Chef here grouping up with Tamo Pomp and Fui, but Ebola looking to find Tamo Pomp. The Breath of Light is going to cleanse, but Fui is going to get assassinated. And now Jinx essentially taken out of the fight. We get a Flail of the Northern Winds, but Ebola doesn't get charmed up. Now Kuroab in a bit of danger, and that's just a double kill for the Vladimir, and there's nothing that they can do. Tamo Pomp had flash, but didn't have Ghost, so he wasn't fast enough to get away. And I mean, Ebola just presses the NOS button, flash ults, and like Ghost flashes, throws the Hemo Plague down, so that even Rammus does a shit ton of damage. And yeah, we got the Super Mega Death Rocket that's gonna try and steal, but only does about 300 damage to Jodas at this point of the game, even from a decent while away. The Storm Surge finish here for Vladimir, so he is very, very comfortable in this game. We've got the Seekers, almost unending despair on the Rammus. He's super tanky at the end of the day. And Dars has that level 16. He is 2 levels ahead of both solo laners. Jodas has an XP lead. Things are getting rough here for the side of We Windows, you know. We talked a lot of shit about Wim, but that final chapter really makes it hard to kill people on the side of... really makes it hard to kill people on the side of High7. Sorry if I'm stuttering a lot. That thunderstorm really, you know, it put me to sleep. Okay. Mr. Burner almost has that level, that rank 3 ultimate here. The Last Whisper already picked up here for Jodas. So we are getting close. We're halfway to full build. Oh, okay. Mr. Burner in a bit of trouble. Has to flash the charm. The Super Mega Death Rocket not going to find anyone but Dars here. Now looking to find... Oh. But there's just enough damage here. And, yeah, Ebola is a monster in these team fights. Finding another double kill. And Jodas able to survive through the burst. And, yeah, let's just say, things looking pretty scary. Unfortunately, the Sejuani top and not really working out. And, I did not think the Vladimir would have such an impact, but I guess when you don't have a way to take care of it, oh, yeah, when you don't have a way to deal with it, it's just kind of over. And yeah, that's the end of the series. A little anticlimactic, but really good team fighting here by High7, and even with 2 subs, able to clinch a 2-1 win against We Windows that were supposed to be one of the stronger teams on the roster. Now, I know I woke up late. I started the stream a little late, but I want to thank you guys for still tuning into the stream. Appreciate it. We're going to be getting a lot more streams, and there is a playoff tier list coming up for both Prestige and Academy very, very soon. I'm coordinating with Vince and maybe a few other special guests, as you guys have enjoyed the presence of some bonus content creators showing up during the tier list. So look forward to that. If not, I have asked to co-stream EWC, so it's super early in the morning for us Canadians, because it's in like Saudi Arabia or whatever. But as always, click that like button on the stream if you enjoyed the content. Smash that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and we'll see you in the next one.